Good evening. Michelle over at Squirrel Tribe did some excellent research on some legislation that was passed prior to, the East Palestine train derailment. Well, when we elect city officials, state, local, House of Representatives, these people are supposed to have our best interest at heart when they, you know, go to Washington. But instead, the majority of them, you know, took a bribe to turn the other cheek. Now, uh, many of these bills and laws that get passed and nobody knows about them are never made public. You can't even, find information on them. So for the average person to go in and see what kind of laws are, you know, going into effect in their area is nearly impossible. And the next thing you know, it's a law. Um, and the laws that were passed in Ohio were quite concerning, especially the one about hiring 18-year-olds as police officers. Well, I personally don't think a police officer should even be a police officer till they're at least 25 or 30 because you have no life experience. You don't understand that things can get out of hand, and it doesn't mean you have to haul everybody off to jail and, you know, cause a lot of conflict and chaos. I mean, back in the day, the police used to drive you home if you were drunk. They didn't throw you in the police station and ruin your whole life. They took you home, especially if you were, you know, just out for a quiet celebration or maybe you were mourning a death of a loved one. I mean, that's what I'm saying. An 18-year-old has no idea of what is going on with the person, and these police need to have more compassion for the people that they're policing. Um, but the goal, of course, is to only do what the, you know, lizards, the serpents, the evil ones want these people to do because, people enjoy causing havoc in other people's lives. I don't know. They get off on it because their lives are so miserable, maybe. Who knows? But I kind of think that if people um, see you upset or down or out or miserable, that it makes them feel better about the fact that they're miserable. Who knows? I mean, the way people think is just, I don't know, just stupid. But whatever. Um, but these local and state and federal people, really sold the American people down the river when people put their trust in them to do what they couldn't do because their lives were busy. You know, people are busy trying to raise their family or, um, you know, pay their bills, working a bunch of jobs, and don't have time to do that kind of research. The average person just wants to go to work, come home, eat a good meal, and get a decent night's sleep. I mean, that's what the average person really wants. So, these people that just want to make other people's lives miserable, well, there needs to be a big cleansing off the earth of these people because you have no right to try to make someone else's life miserable just because you're not happy with your own. I mean, that's not that other person's fault. But right now we have a big, huge uh, eminent domain process happening. So, all these people that are getting their lands taken from them, well, I guess it's kind of turnabout as fair play, huh? Because a lot of these people are fifth generation that stole the land to begin with. I don't know. I guess it's weird how this whole karmic circle works, but you just can't keep blaming the past for everything that's going on because, you know, the children of today were brought up with pretty much no morals, no idea of how to even cope in society. You know, Crowder goes to these colleges and talks to these college kids, and, you know, they still believe that the government is the good guys. Well, that's because they were brainwashed. The government is not the good guys, never has been. Never had the interest of the people, only the interest of the big corporations and the money. I mean, when you look at these offshore oil rigs that are quite spectacular, you can see where your dollars have gone. Anyway, all right, have a good day.